When it came to choosing an aircraft for a flight around the world, the Pilatus PC-12 NG was the absolute best option. We wanted the most reliable aircraft. We wanted something that could have the range and the reliability and just really the performance at altitude that we needed.
The PC-12 NG is the perfect aircraft for a mission such as this. So you got a huge cabin, 330 cubic feet of cabin volume. It easily fits our auxiliary fuel tank in there. It's got a safety record that's unparalleled by anything else in the industry.
With the Pratt & Whitney PT6 engine, we've got that strong sense of power that we can take all the way across the Atlantic, across the Pacific, across the Indian Oceans. And also once you get in the cockpit, the avionics suite, and you look at the technology you have, the communication, everything was there that we needed.
When Amelia originally approached us with the idea of flying around the world in a PC-12, we knew that the basic standard range of the airplane was a little bit too short for some of the long overwater legs she had planned. So we met with our engineering team to see if it would be possible to extend the range, and they came up with a pretty simple and elegant solution of adding a 200-gallon auxiliary fuel tank inside the cabin of the PC-12.
So the fuel capacity of the auxiliary tank is 200 gallons, and that gave us the 2,500 nautical mile range that we needed for the leg from Hawaii to Oakland. We've got redundant fuel pumps in the auxiliary tank that feed fuel directly into the supply line of the aircraft, and then the existing aircraft systems return the fuel to the wing tanks.
It started out with $0 and a dream on a big piece of paper spread across my kitchen table with the idea of flying around the world. You can't do it without an amazing team of people and partners who want to help you along the way.
As Pilatus, we've been invested into this flight for well over a year. Seeing the flight finally come to fruition was very rewarding for everybody within Pilatus.
So flying over Howland Island was obviously a really incredible, emotional, overwhelming time of the flight because that's where Amelia intended to land in 1937. Leading up until that point, it was Amelia's flight. We were recreating that flight, following her around the equator. But at that point, when we passed over Howland Island, we got to pick up where she left off, and it became Shane and I's flight with Amelia on board.
Seeing Amelia land in Oakland was a tremendous sense of satisfaction. It was the culmination of a huge effort by a lot of people, and just to see her grease on that landing at the Oakland airport where the original Amelia was intending to finish her flight plan just felt like Amelia had closed her flight plan for her.
The flight for me showed me that anything within aviation is possible if you're willing to put in the hard work. If you have that dream and that is your passion in life, you absolutely must do it. Because it took me 1.5 years to plan it, but what it did was it re-engaged this sense of adventure for me, and it took me to this elevated level of a bigger purpose. So if that's what you have in mind, absolutely do it. It's going to take a lot of time and you need an incredible team of people to help, but it is possible.
I think the Amelia project serves as a good testament of what the aircraft's capable of. The Pilatus PC-12 NG flew 24,300 nautical miles, 108.6 flight hours, and had no discrepancies or no squawks in the aircraft.
To not have one issue, that's difficult for any aircraft to claim. So we're incredibly proud of how the PC-12 performed.
We hope that through this venture, more companies and individuals will see that the PC-12 is a great airplane to take anywhere in the world.